Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Word back with another video, and you know how we do. We've gotten two 320s in a row, and we're going for the third day today. And you know what? We get another one. Our defense did absolutely awful today, and I had to lock in. All defenses were done before I attacked. You can see here, last defense was 9 hours ago, and I just did all my hits right now. So yeah, I mean, really tough, but we locked in, got every single one, 320. Hopefully you guys enjoy. We're running the Fireball Rocketloon army that I've been running for the last couple days using the minion prints with the jelly. Honestly, phenomenal in this army, just really helping to nullify rage towers and just kind of support the warden if he needs it, or the Sui. But yeah, warden obviously with the fireball. Sneezy to be safer though, and then queen equipment here, king equipment here, and yeah, Yeti's in the siege barracks because I run the flinger or log launcher here and there. And you'll see that a couple times today actually. So yeah, using all the sieges in this army is just absolutely phenomenal, and ice block just to be extra safe with the fireball, and we crush every base. So to be honest, absolutely overkill. And leave a comment if you're looking for any help with this army. I got you guys. I'm here for you. And without further ado, let's jump in the hits. All right, first base, and we get a double rage. These bases usually aren't too tough because you can just kind of, go in with a fireball into the one rage tower. So we just got to set that up. Usually there's a Tesla, I think, between this ricochet cannon and mortar. So, and I usually account for that if I take this down. Let me think again. One. Okay, I can go like one. Yeah, I'll take this down, and if there's one right there, yeah, there usually is. I can still hit that with the invis, so we're more than fine with that. And then, yeah, I like to go with that invis right there, and then like this. Sets up a pretty easy triple invis. We can hit that right there. Honestly, headhunter just to come in, take out the queen. Nice, get the healers down in time. And I'd like to push my warden to the left if I can. Don't want to put down, wow, look at all the air traps right there. Hey, that's crazy. I actually pulled every single one in the game, but I'd like to push my warden to the left, but I don't want to put down too many balloons that I pull the clan castle because there's not much air damage. So nice. Okay, that goes down. I don't know why my warden dove in right there. That's kind of weird, but okay, he should be definitely going to the left now, so I can start. I guess I might as well start my log launcher to the bottom right here. That's what I'm going to be doing. Ice Golem, King, Queen. There is a skeleton spell. I should have put it off to the side so that the crusher doesn't bounce onto my heroes. I would rather it, bounce off to the side, but it's okay. We should be good right here. I like to go with King. I don't want his ability to go off, so I'll freeze. But I should go with the minion prince into the rage tower, and usually we 3-star these base easily. So I just have to make sure I keep an eye on warden, and we should be good. I'll take this right here, and yep, minion prince right here. Okay, watching warden now. Two headhunters to come in for the king. I think we're looking pretty good. A nice king ability. Air defense goes down, so we're looking pretty good. I should get the dragon down. I like, sometimes I forget, but that's where I should use it. And I feel like we're looking pretty good because, yeah, there's not a whole lot on this base. I'll pop the queen ability to get through the cannon faster. And, yeah, we're going to move into all this kind of damage. And there's not much left in this section. There's kind of just this one big compartment right here. Take out the kind of biggest air damage in that area. Drop a poison right there onto the minion prince, and yeah, headhunter is not going to make it, unfortunately, but yeah, we've crushed this base. There's really just not anything to it. You fireball the one rage tower, Sui the other, and these bases kind of go down pretty easily. So yeah, a nice 3-star to start the day. Just checking in case there's any corner Teslas. I got a bunch of cleanup left that I could use for it, but yeah, nice 3-star right here, and hopefully we can keep it going. So yeah, first one's down. Nice triple, and yeah, let's keep it rolling. Right, second hit, and we've got ourselves a pretty decent core base. A fireball wouldn't be too bad onto like a multi-inferno on this one. I know it's pretty deep in the core, but that would set up some really nice pathing to get like a Sui through here. Honestly, even a minion prince would go kind of crazy. But my warden probably I feel like would do some really nice damage over there. I really like a flinger onto that side. I just don't think I could get it because of where the mortars are. And I mean, they don't actually pull the clan castle, so let's see. If I can get these mortars down pretty easily, yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna go then to try and snipe them out right there. Cause yeah, this would be a really nice flame flinger. So yeah, testing for some stuff right here. Hog Rider coming in. Yeah, we're gonna set up the flame flinger. It's gonna get some really nice value. I'll walk my warden down at the bottom. I probably should have started that earlier because of how long it'll take, but that's all right. The top side of the broom witch, maybe I should have entered there because it's really easy to take down with your warden. But yeah, regardless, we're gonna be coming in right here. I want to use the baby dragon, but I kind of want to save it to funnel my heroes since yeah, I'll use the furnace to speed this up since I got a hefty charge incoming, but I'll save the baby dragon to funnel my heroes in instead of the furnace because that's usually how I do this. But yeah, I want to get my fireball all the way into that multi-inferno, so I do got to dive pretty far right here. Honestly, I kind of want to try and save the rage. Okay, nice. I didn't even need the headhunter right here. Oh, maybe. Nice, my warden turned finally. He's gonna heal up, so I think he takes down this Expo and stays alive through the Giga Bomb right there. I want to take down this Tesla. Nice, that'll be really easy. That's awesome. And then, yeah, my warden's gonna kind of just walk his way down right here, taking down all this stuff. And honestly, it might be a single invis right here. I'm gonna ice block after we get down this spitter right here. And yeah, a single invis right there honestly is crazy for me. Take down all of that in there. Nice, really good fireball right there. My warden might be in some trouble. Okay, he's still alive. That's good. And I do gotta start my Sui fairly soon, so I'll probably wall break right here. I'm gonna try and get them in. I know this is where my warden is, but there's my warden will not get through all this, so he does need some support. And I could use the minion prince for the town hall if I need, but I think this should be a pretty good approach. Okay, yep, in comes my Sui, continuing to push. I'm gonna get a skeleton spell right there at the back. I'll rage up my queen and king. Hopefully they can, go in and take everything down pretty quickly. Nice, my warden will stay alive. Very nice. My king ability will go off to open the rest of this. Once that goes down, there it is. Okay, didn't quite go down yet, but I'll pop it anyway. Baby dragon right here to help push everything in. And yeah, I think I'll just use the minion prince to go for the town hall because there's not much left, but this one's very crushed. Yeah, I'll use the minion prince ability to slow down. Nice, we reached the multi-archer tower. That's huge. But yeah, there's just nothing left on this base, and we're gonna get a really nice triple. Just using these rocket balloons to try and keep the wizards alive because I want to make sure I can get that cleanup down for sure in time. But yeah, we've crushed this one. Really clean attack, got a fireball down really nicely, a good flame flinger on the side, getting down 3 big defenses for me, and then the Yetis out to the town hall. And yeah, we just absolutely crush it, swagging 6 spell space right here, finishing onto the broom witch, which is actually awesome because then you don't even have to destroy it. You just destroy the army camp and get the triple. So yeah, really, really nice right here. And if I needed, I should have checked for corner Teslas, but I would have invis the minion and made it work 3 times. But yeah, we get the triple. Nice, and let's move on to the next one. All right, next base, and we get a pretty huge rage core. On this one, I don't think I'm seeing a good flame flinger to be honest with you, but I'm gonna look for the fireball because yeah, if I can hit that, that'd be awesome. Honestly, this crusher mortar looks like some pretty good value. Yeah, I know there's a lot of, buildings in this core, but I'd hit the ricochet cannon, scatter shot, and gear tower. I don't know if I'd hit the gear tower though with that fireball or the quakes. I don't know if I'd feel confident. I'd try though. I think I can push him from this side fairly easily. I'll get the siege barracks ready. Um, as long as I hit the fireball, I should be pretty safe on this one. It should be absolutely slammed. So I'll kind of take my due diligence right here. I'll get probably an invis on the ricochet cannon and monolith, an invis on the town hall scatter, an invis on the sweeper, and what's it called? Fire spitter. So I do kind of gotta take this stuff down. So I don't like the ice wizard coming down. Hopefully I can get it down right here with my wizard. Nice. Don't have to worry about that going for my warden now. And yeah, I want to take down that Tesla actually because it won't be part of the invis that I'm talking about. Nice. So I got it down. I needed it down right there. And if I go in for the archer tower, honestly, I'm just going to go right here. So as I mentioned, 1 invis, 2 invis, 3, 4. We hit our fireball right there. I'll make sure I get the quake onto this side. I'll probably forget about the ricochet cannon because there's so much damage down here. I just needed to make sure I didn't miss this one. And my warden's going this direction anyway. So I'd rather the damage on the warden be less and maybe I miss, a little bit of value up at the top. I'm not really too worried about that. So yeah, warden's walking his way and I'll get a headhunter right here to, honestly, another rocket balloon right here. I have a freeze for my warden, but that's not too much. There's honestly a lot of time left, so I'm not really rushing right here. Going to continue sprinkling in the Rocketloons to help with the monolith. And I might use the other rage right here because, yeah, as long as I get down the monolith section, I think that's all that there is to this base. And yeah, I'm going to continue walking right here. My warden's doing his thing, kind of picking off some of these things with other troops. And I think the minion prince is going to come in to support because I really do need some support right here. My warden's not going to be able to make it through everything. There's the ability because I don't think I was going to get through that at all. Now I'll get down my Sui. It was a little late right there because I was trying to determine what to do with my minion prince and where to put my heroes. There's my last couple balloons, which isn't ideal. I would have liked to save a couple for sure, but it is what it is. We are moving our way into the base. The minion prince should work through that, no problem. Nice. And yeah, at this point, I do not like the spitter being on my healer, so I'm really trying to freeze right there to get the minion prince and warden to take down the fire spitter because then my healers can stay alive. Nice. And I think if my healers stay alive right here, my warden can kind of walk the rest of this base. So that's my idea right here, is just making sure my healers can stay alive, which will support my warden. The Azure Dragon just gets a little bit of value right there. I definitely could have used it better, but it's all right. Yeah, my warden I think is going to go down right here. There's a lot of damage on him, so I'm going to pop the queen ability, see if I can keep him alive right there. poison onto these skellies. I don't know if I can get this down in time. Luckily, that ricochet cannon's been frozen this entire time, but trying my best right here. Yeah, gonna use 2 wall breaks, and we'll get the triple. Honestly, a little unorthodox with my warden going into so much damage. I've been a little bit safer recently and not done that, but yeah, really good fireball, really clean triple, and let's move on to the next one. All right, into this one, we got ourselves a really nice Invis Rage core, so let's make sure we hit it, lock in for it, and they should be pretty easy. So I'm gonna probably try and hit the fire spitter. That should get the clan castle, I believe. I'll probably if I split my quakes, I won't get it though. Okay, I won't worry about the clan castle. I'll just sack the part that I'm not gonna get it, and I'm gonna try and charge in directly from here. So checking the multi arch tower range. I don't really like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna charge from the top right here. I didn't like this approach because coming from the top, I might have to invis this wizard tower since I won't be able to take it down since the clan castle's there, but that's fine with me. I really don't want my heroes to be in, or my warden and sneezy and stuff, healers to be directly into the range of this archer tower. So this is what I came up with as my approach. I'm probably gonna use 2 rocket balloons onto the bomb tower and to jam up this archer tower. Help me get through it because I don't want to use any spells since I've got the expo on me as well. Don't want too much damage, and yeah, we get through this nicely. I'll pop the furnace just to help out with taking some of these down quicker. I don't know if I needed it here, but if I'm planning to use the siege barracks, as long as I hit my fireball, I won't need the log launcher. Then we should be good. The booger's probably gonna pull the clan castle right here. Yeah, at that point, might as well take down the wizard tower since it's already pulled. To be honest, the Tesla coming up is not great. Gonna go with that right there to take out the Tesla. Nice. I'm gonna pop the ice block right here because yeah, if I can just hit this double invis, make sure I get to the core right there. No point even getting the clan castle since I didn't hit it anyway, but since everything was pulled, all that was left was maybe ice golems. I'm not too worried about them. Yeah, my warden might go towards the minion prince. That's definitely possible on this one. Not sure really what's gonna happen. He's doing okay right here, but yeah, the ice golems do come out right there. He's fighting the enemy queen. We'll win that one really nicely. Then go take down the minion prince. So he's kind of cooking. I think he's gonna go right though towards the crusher mortar, and I think I can be certain of that if I just come in like this right here. King, queen, 2 balloons to help out with the azure dragon, and wall break in. And yeah, we're in. I think he's gonna go this side, and if not, I mean, the wizard there was kind of wasted since I've got a million wizards coming in, but it's all right. 2 Rocketloons are gonna come in right here. Yeah, I'm gonna rage up my warden since he's into a lot of damage. I'm gonna freeze right here even since the town hall is shooting him. Yeah, really trying my best to just keep him alive right here. He's moving his way through this base pretty nicely. A really good wall break right there by me. And I should be able to keep my king ability then just for a little bit deeper into the base. And I think we've crushed this one with the swag minion prince because, yeah, my king's going to continue walking. And once he gets to that air sweeper right there, I'm going to pop the ability. I still got 2 invis to keep my warden alive if I need. And yeah, we're going to rage up right here. There's the king ability to open everything. There's the queen ability to just destroy everything. And yeah, we're going to swag the minion prince. Okay, well, I might not now that I lost my warden. I should have been paying more attention. But honestly, just going to take down this multi-archer tower. And yeah, we're still going to swag the warden. Or swag the minion prince, I think. Yeah, okay, I got that into this down in time. Good. My queen stayed alive. And yeah, swag hero on this one. Just absolutely crushed the fireball. And we've been absolutely rolling with this one. So, if you're still watching at this point in the video, honestly, just drop down below a, support. That just lets me know that you've been supporting the channel and watching these videos. It would mean a lot. So yeah, if you're still watching in this hit, type support in the comments just so I know. And yeah, I'll give you a like back. So let's roll into the next one though. All right, next attack we've got. Okay, they're trying. This is a strat where you try to hide the Invis tower with a bunch of decorations, so I can see it. I like to go behind the spitters. That's kind of like a really big key of mine. If I could tell you guys any tips, it's going behind the spitters because the poison tower is just such a juicy fireball right here. But I don't know. There's just something about going behind the spitters that's like you need to do. But I think on this one I might take the Invis tower, which is crazy. I'm not following my own rules, but as long as I can hit these Invis right here. Okay, I gotta kind of go a little bit from the left. I think I can split these invis pretty easily. Get the clan castle twice, get everything else once. Nice. It's just kind of a money fireball on this one. I think, did it take down the invis tower? Okay, it triggered it. I thought it might have taken it down. But I'll probably have to go with the log launcher to be certain. There's some pretty good flinger value down whatever side my warden doesn't go to. But yeah, just to be certain I get the invis tower because it'll pop back up. I really don't like going into the spitters at all, as I mentioned. But I mean, that was actually some really, really good fireball value. The monolith gets 3 defenses, but that one was like 5 defenses plus the clan castle. So yeah, I'm not going to pass up on that one, unfortunately. And yeah, with the invis tower, I do got to be careful because my warden will kind of walk his way there. I think what I'm going to try and do is, I don't know, it'll be like a half approach. It'll be very interesting. That was a wasted headhunter, but it'll be my log launcher will go through this ricochet cannon. But my well, actually, I gotta pay attention. My warden might walk right into this king and then keep going right. So you gotta pay a little bit of attention right here. Let's see where he goes. Okay, he's gonna stay left. That's good for me. And yeah, so what I'm gonna try and do, I think, is set up my log launcher through the ricochet cannon and heroes into this ricochet cannon. So it's a bit of an interesting approach for sure, but I've done it before. I think the best way to execute it is ice golem, king, queen. There's a log launcher. What can I do right here? Or sorry, a skeleton spell. I think the best way to go about this one is, take that down and yeah, going with the log right here. So I think that's set up really nicely for me. That should work really well. I'm gonna even use this Azure Dragon takedown. Okay, I did not take down the air defense at all. Wow. Gotta invis my warden right here. I don't think I missed that. Nice. That was actually really close, but I did get it in time. I should have been paying a little more attention there. That was a little scary. I'm gonna rage right here because there is a lot of damage on him. My queen's still rolling pretty nicely though. And I don't know how far really she's going to get. These Yetis might pull my warden, which is not ideal, but they'll at least get down the Invis Tower and get down the Town Hall. Yeah, they pull my warden, so I'm going to have to go in right here. I don't like that my queen got targeted by this monolith pretty early. But yeah, we're fine. There's nothing left of this base. The monolith goes down. There's just this compartment. I'll pop the minion prince ability to be sure. And yeah, we're just going to clap this one. Sorry. And yeah, minion worked up there. We got nothing left on this base, so I'm just checking, cleaning up around. But I'd like to end on the army camps so that I don't have to fight the troops. And we're going to swag 5 spell space again. Honestly, pretty easy 3-star. It's just been really nice. The log launcher just kind of secures the town hall right there. I tried to get down the scatter on the way, but yeah, huge swag, easy triple, and let's keep it rolling. Okay, we loaded into this one to another double rage base. And on most of these bases, I like to go for the double fire spitter compartment. This one doesn't have one, but it does give me another nice log launcher through 6, which is how I have been liking hitting these bases. So seeing the multi-arch tower range or inferno, I can put it on a little off center of this gear tower and avoid that. So yeah, as I did in the last one though, I'm going to try and go for this fireball into the rage tower. Usually Tesla pops up right there. I don't even think I'll pop this one. Nice. So invis right there. Get the builder hat. Nice. Get the fireball down. Gets all the value really clean. Kind of rinsing and repeating the same strategy. Can be a little boring, but I mean, hey, if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So get a headhunter in because I want to get the storage. I don't know if I got it in time. I don't want to pull my warden, but sorry. I want to get the storage down so that it pushes my warden to the left. So that's the goal right there. I think we did it. Yeah, that should make my warden go left for sure. So I'm going to walk in right here. Really nice. Yeah, I'm going to start funneling this corner with the furnace and kind of just start right here, I guess. Coming in directly from 6 o'clock, just a little off center, as I mentioned. Maybe I could have put it to the left to be really far from that multi since the left one was down. Azure Dragon actually will come in right here since everything else is dead. Just checking for Black Mine since I hit a couple right there. And I'm hoping this dragon can actually really help out. I'm going to freeze right here to make sure that the log launcher that was targeted can catch a break right here. Because I do want it to roll a little further. Last attack, it didn't go very far. But we're rolling really kind of nicely through this one. Rolling like the log launcher, but actually just moving through this base cleanly is what I'm talking about. I'm going to rage up right here. Minion Prince ability just right through that. And the raged up king and queen. I know there's a little bit of damage from some of this other stuff, like I was freezing. Sorry, I was frozen from the ice golem, so it was a little nullified. But you know what? We actually kind of cooked this base. There's the king ability to kind of push me through the rest of that. The minion prince still doing really well through this final compartment. Popping 3 Rocketloons to get down that air defense and archer tower, kind of the last things that would stop the minion prince. Turns out the minion prince died. My warden might get sucked in right here, which would be, not ideal, but we'd still obviously get the triple. I'm out of headhunters, so it's just up to my queen ability, but we're not going to fail this one. Keep an eye on my warden because, yeah, if he gets down this back end, it's an easy triple. I'm probably going to ice block him since he's got the expo and monolith. Just might as well let him continue tanking them. So, yeah, we're going to do that right there. And my queen will come in, kind of wrap up the back end of this base. So, really easy 3-star. And yeah, we'll take that one. Fireballing that rage comp is just really easy. And never really leaves you with any mistakes as long as you hit the fireball, which I've practiced enough times to know what to invis and how to make that work. But yeah, another 3 spell space swagged. Haven't used this rage much today. Saved my clanmates some donating, to be honest. And yeah, let's roll into the next one. All right, we load into this one. Oh, an invis rage core again. So I do got to lock in. This one provides flame flinger value down by this gear tower. Sometimes I don't take it if I'm planning to fireball kind of there, but I think I'm going to walk for the scatter. So since I'm walking all the way from here, I will be good to line up that flinger. Sometimes I feel like if I'm charging near it, there's no point. But yeah, I'm going to set up that right there. Gonna check just for any kind of skellies, keeping an eye on my warden. Really don't want to, lose him right here. So yeah, some skeleton traps actually do pull. I'm gonna use a hog rider even just to really be sure. Yeah, look at that. Second skeleton trap pulls. Just gonna wait for those to go to my warden. It's gonna be a little annoying for him to deal with, but it's much better than my flinger. And yeah, it's gonna go kind of crazy right here. I think one wizard is what I'm gonna try, see how much value it can get. Might be able to stack up all those. Okay, got about most of them down though. That saves some time. Okay, my flinger's gonna go pretty crazy as I mentioned right here. And my warden's kind of gotta walk a little bit, so I'll let him do his thing right here. I'm gonna take down that mortar and hopefully jam up this archer tower since it's doing some big damage to me, to be honest. And yeah, it looks like we're doing all right to it. I've got a Once I take down this scatter shot, I like or fire spitter, sorry, I like the double invis we got. Just gonna take that down to be safe. I don't think I needed it, but I like I've mentioned before, being safe rather than sorry. So we take that down right there. Invis, invis, and we're onto the scatter. There's the fireball. We take down the whole core. 2 quakes right there. Gonna freeze up that headhunter. Gonna rage right here to get my warden through this. And since the flinger's doing crazy work down there, to be honest, I can start my suing into this top side. But I think what I'm gonna do is get the minion prince because the minion prince can get into that monolith pretty easily. Okay, honestly, my warden's going down, which isn't too bad. Gonna get my minion prince continuing down right here. Pop his ability onto this Giga Bomb to save his HP. And yeah, honestly, there goes all my heroes with nothing going toward the town hall. But I'm not really worried because yeah, we do got, I should be able to keep everything alive through this very easily and kind of like crush through this section of the base. Plus, I'm not really worried that my Yetis, I think they'd have a really good chance to take that down anyway. But yeah, we're going to roll through this one really nicely. Nice, that got frozen, so I didn't even have to freeze the air defense for my minion prince. But we're going to kind of continue right here. There's a wizard to try and push everything in. And yeah, look at that. We got 2 abilities still left to go. There's just a whole lot that's going to go down on this base. That did target my minion prince, which kind of sucks. So I'll invis right there. Ooh, that was bad. Invising the ricochet cannon. Did not mean to do that. But I'm still going to try and swag all these abilities. My warden's going to die right there, but I'm not too worried about that. Getting 4 headhunters in is actually crazy, not going to lie. Oh, wow. Well, they all just hit bombs. Okay, these 2 didn't die, but now they did. So everything died, but we swagged 2 abilities on this one and 4 spell space. So absolutely crushed the rage invis bases, which is really awesome, especially early season. So make sure you're running this and learn how to do it. And let's get into the final hit. All right, you guys know what time it is. My favorite time of the video, and it's time to buckle up and get this 320. This is a base where I like to fireball the monolith. It can be tough because you're charging into the spitter, kinda, but I can kind of take down this whole compartment usually. And to be honest, if I fireball the fire spitter, that's not too bad either. So I'm definitely gonna charge from the bottom because it's also into the broom witch, which is pretty easy to deal with. And I don't really know, getting through this compartment is probably just gonna be brute force Sui. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do on this one. Gonna set up the warden, this 1v1 the broom witch right here. I think the siege barracks is what I'm gonna do right there. 1 Rocketloon to distract that for a second, just because I didn't want my warden to get cooked in case he wasn't really looking. But hopefully we can take down that wizard quickly. There we go. I'm definitely gonna go with the furnace though, because this will take a while otherwise. Gonna take down the wizard tower because I don't think I'll need invis right there. Or I don't want to have to spend it at least. Okay, there's that right there. My warden's gonna continue walking. I wouldn't mind if he actually went to like the left or something. Wow. I thought the minion prince was, or the world champion was on my ward, and she just ran like all the way around. But I don't want to rage if I'm going out to that dark storage though. It just feels like a waste. Oh, whatever. I'll rage because I got too much damage on me anyway. I think we sustain this. I have a freeze kind of ready, not in my hand, but it's like mentally ready. But yeah, my warden's gonna walk through that. Okay, nice. The Tesla going down is huge because I think now he's gonna path into the scatter shop. He's gonna fireball right around a minute 30, which is usually when I want to start my Sui. So I got to be quick after the fireball, see where my warden's gonna go and start. But I want him to take down this air defense and sweeper if he can. It's gonna take a bit, and I know that, so I'm gonna try and help him out, take down the air defense. 2 balloons, nice, they do it. So I should go in for the air sweeper, and then I can kind of set up this fireball. Nice, honestly, that's really good to hit the ice block right there. Oh no, that's not good though to miss that. Waiting for that to go down. Probably gonna hit the multi, but can't be greedy right here. I got most of the compartment, and I'm totally fine with that. So, yeah, we're going right here. Gonna take down the nice. We're gonna go to the town hall with the warden, which is really slick, actually. I really like that. Siege barracks comes down on that corner. My warden should be good to solo this expo town hall. I'm just keeping a little bit of an eye on it, but yeah, I think we're good right here. I'm gonna rage up. Nice. So I do lose a healer, which kind of sucks, but I'm gonna test for any black mines. Get this Azure dragon cooking right here. 2 headhunters in. Yeah, I think we're looking good. Now Warden should turn to the Town Hall. Nice, he does. So we're looking, yeah, really, really solid right here. We take down all of that. The Azure Dragon's actually cooking, not gonna lie. Gonna keep checking for it, trying to keep it alive. There's a king ability mostly just to take down that air defense, keep the Azure Dragon alive even longer. And we still have the minion prince that I'm not gonna need on this one because, yeah, we actually cooked it with the fireball. That's just, you hit that fireball, you 3-star kind of thing. Those are the Invis Rage bases. As long as you can set them up and hit them, you're gonna 3-star. So you just gotta lock in for a little bit. Looks like a fire mite must have been alive and hit my warden. That's kind of weird. Or my healers, but yeah, we're getting some crazy swag. We're gonna swag the queen ability, swag the minion prince totally, and yeah, just absolutely crush this base. So I don't want to time fail. Make sure I don't do that. Shouldn't have invised over the scatter. Didn't mean to, but yeah, nice 3-star once again in the final one. There's a nice 320 on the day with this army. If you have any questions down below, honestly, yeah, just reach out. I always answer, and I'd be more than happy to help you guys because I've been crushing with it. So I'd love to be able to help you guys crush with it because yeah, we've just been swagging absolutely everything, every attack. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.